walking in momentarily from what everybody said.
Call the meeting of the Board of Education, the work session to order. And our first and only item on the work session is employee requisition. We're going to recognize some of our most important people in various schools, and I'll ask our superintendent to introduce them.
This is always the fun part of our work sessions when we get to recognize the employees. And I would like to first introduce Calvert Middle School, Jessica King and Nicole Naveau, and accompanied by their principal, Mr. Bruce Hutchison.
We know Bruce.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have with me today Nicole Naveau, who is an IEL teacher at Calvert Middle School, and next to her is Ms. Jess King, who is our ISS coordinator. Speaking of Ms. Naveau first, as our certificated employee of the month, when the IEL program was first introduced to Calvert Middle School a few years back, everyone said to me, "You're going to love the staff and you're going to love the kids." And they were right on both counts. The transition was seamless, and whether you are into dovetailing, tongue and grooving, or ball and socketing, that staff and those students fit this program and fit our school like a glove. I'll tell you right now, one of the main reasons, or actually the main reason for it to go so smoothly so well, is our honoree today, Nicole Naveau. The IEL classroom is probably the busiest place in the building, but it's organized and it's engaging with a dedicated group of adults led by Nicole, doing incredible work with students. Ms. Sutton, the new vice principal at Calvert Middle School, made the following observations in the short time that she's been here. How great it was that every day she sees Ms. Naveau eating with her students in the cafeteria, and she does do that each and every day. How the setup and ambience of her room is so conducive to learning, and how at a training that the two of them took together, that anybody that had a question about IEL programs knew the go-to guy. That was Ms. Naveau. So she was the go-to person. On top of that, Ms. Naveau and her staff were totally committed to the vision and mission of Calvert Middle School. Nicole is a very special teacher working with a very special population of students with amazing results. As a matter of fact, the only glitch that I can think of when the program moved to Calvert Middle School was my inability to pronounce, make F-O-V-E-A-U-X come out as Favaux. I was just determined that that X was going to make a sound, Favox. Calvert Middle School is glad to have Nicole Naveau represent us as our Employee of the Month on the teacher end. Thank you so much for everything you do, Nicole.
Thank you.
Next to her is Jess King. Jess King came to Calvert Middle from a guidance secretary position where everyone said she was amazing, to the front office of Calvert Middle School, where I can attest to the fact that she was amazing. And as time went by, she took a position as an ISS coordinator and is currently in that job where she is, amazing. So you're asking yourself, how does one become an amazing ISS coordinator? Well, first, you make the IS room a structured and productive environment where you build positive relations with students and provide key instructional support to that group of students. You let students know that although they may be there because they have a rule infraction, that you care about them and you want them to get back to the regular classroom environment without missing out on any instruction. You show initiative and create a lunchtime work recovery program that fits the needs of the students and the staff, and work out all the logistics in terms of communication and getting work in and getting work out and getting it where it needs to be and getting it all finished by the students while they're with you. You provide check-in and check-out for an at-risk population of students so you can keep them working towards goals that you've agreed upon with them. And outside of your normal duties, you maintain your e-school expertise and play a lead role in creating the master schedule for Calvert Middle School. You co-chair Red Ribbon Week and end hunger campaigns and so much more. You simply do all the things Jess King does to support the student, staff, and administrators at Calvert Middle School, and you've got it. Jess, we are thrilled to have you as our support person of the month. Thank you so much for all you do for Calvert Middle School. Come on around and meet the superintendent.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, thank you.
Amazing.
Congratulations, thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Hi, Bert.
At this time, I would like to present Calvert Country School. We have the Vice Principal, Ms. Victoria Valentin, with Joanne Bostic and Ellen Roberts.
Good afternoon. It is such a pleasure for me to be able to introduce to you our certificated staff, professional staff member of the month, and our support person of the month, Mrs. Joanne Bostic and Mrs. Ellen Roberts. Both of these ladies are essential to our everyday functioning in our building. Joanne has been a special education teacher at Calvert Country School for the past 3 years, and during this short time, she has developed the skills needed to make a difference in the lives of our severely disabled students. She currently teaches one of our high school functional skills classes. Joanne's commitment to ensuring that her students receive quality instruction that prepares them for the future is commendable. She has her classroom set up to ensure that her students can independently complete work tasks, follow directions, communicate their wants and needs, therefore guaranteeing their success on the job site. Along with preparing her students for work, she has worked tirelessly to identify opportunities in the community for them to explore a variety of jobs and interactions with adults that they may encounter. Additionally, she has worked to ensure opportunities for her students to experience everyday high school life by working with the staff at Calvert High to include her students in course classes and programs. In addition to her commitments to her students, Joanne has been vital to the operations of Calvert Country School. She has volunteered as a member of the School Improvement Team, the Educator Effectiveness Academy, and the PBIS team. She is our lead special educator, a member of the Crisis Management Team, and is a member of the Special Education Task Force working to build a new transition curriculum for our students to better prepare them for the world of work. Joanne, thank you for all that you do for our students and for Calvert Country School. Your commitment has made a difference in the lives of your students and in the staff of Calvert Country School on a daily basis. Thank you. And Ms. Ellen. Ellen is an integral member of our Calvert Country School staff. She is the force behind us that keeps all of us running smoothly on a daily basis. Her enthusiasm and commitment to ensuring that all aspects of the school is operating efficiently and effectively is outstanding. Ellen is quick to offer assistance to students, staff, and parents. She greets students and staff in a cheerful manner each morning and is critical to ensuring that Calvert Country School's environment is welcoming to everyone. I don't think there's one member of the Calvert Country School staff who doesn't depend on Ellen for some aspect of their work. Ellen began working at Calvert Country School as our secretary in 2005. As the school's only secretary, she takes on a wide range of responsibilities, including both front office and principal secretary, as well as our financial secretary. She is responsible for tasks ranging from answering phones, requisitioning office and classroom supplies, maintaining the files, distributing the mail, greeting the visitors, and directing people to the different classrooms. She calls our buses and directs and coordinates appropriate staff during crisis events. Ellen, thank you for your enthusiasm, your commitment and diligence to making sure that Calvert Country School is able to make a positive difference in the lives of each of our students, your positive influence on our staff and our community. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Good to see you. Congratulations. Sounds like you guys do everything. Congratulations. Nice to see you again. Hi, Dan.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Calvert Elementary School, Principal Kim Harris, along with Barbara Miller and Thelma Smoots.
The three Calvert.
Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce Ms. Thelma Smoots, our support person of the month. Ms. Smoots has been a staple in the Calvert Elementary School cafeteria for the last 26 years. She arrives early to make sure that our breakfasts and lunches are served to all of our students without a glitch. Mrs. Smoots demonstrates a great team spirit as she anticipates the needs of our cafeteria manager to ensure that our cafeteria is a smooth operation every day. She also volunteers countless hours outside of the school day to have our students be able to take advantage of her great sewing skills by making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sock puppets a year for our students to use for an art project. She also spends time making quilts and aprons and every other sewing project that we ask of her, she takes on and completes, and she's done this year after year. Our staff appreciates Thelma's energy and her unique wittiness. When she tells you that she has something to say, you never know if it's going to be a little nugget of wisdom or something that's going to leave you on the floor rolling in laughter. The students and staff have appreciated her lighthearted nature as she has taken on her work tasks with great thought and carefulness. As Ms. Smoots moves into a new stage of her life, she's going to be greatly missed by our staff and students. The CES cafeteria is not the same without her presence every day. We congratulate her on being our support person of the month. Ms. Barb Miller is being recognized as our professional employee of the month. At the beginning of the year, our staff watched a video entitled "A Pep Talk from the Kid President." The kid president asked, "If life is a game, aren't we all on the same team?" Well, Calvert Elementary's professional person of the month is definitely on our team. Actually, she's on almost every one of our teams. Ms. Miller is an invaluable member of our EEA team. She's a member of our crisis team, our school improvement team, our Relay for Life team, and our green team. And I probably have left a couple out. But where she's really taken on a leadership role and had a great impact in our building is with our PBIS team. Ms. Miller is in her third year as our school's PBIS coach. She does all of this while performing her normal duties as a fourth grade teacher. The kid president asks, "What will you create that will make the world more awesome?" Nothing if you're just sitting there. Well, Ms. Barb Miller never sits still. She's always working hard to ensure that Calvert Elementary School is an awesome place for both staff and students. We appreciate and congratulate her on being chosen for the second year in a row as our Employee of the Month.
Congratulations, thank you.
Never heard of two. Congratulations. Yeah, go for the hood. Thank you so very much. Hi.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Donna House from Barstow Elementary, and Natalie Washington and Sharon Kenny.
Good afternoon. Both of these recognitions for Sharon Kenny and Natalie Washington are long overdue, and I'm certainly glad we're able to recognize them today. Natalie, our school elementary guidance counselor, has been with us since we opened Barstow in 2008, and she embraces the Barstow spirit. Natalie coordinates many activities and programs that help to make our school a very special place to learn and to work. She serves as our PBIS chairperson and coordinates the activities to teach our students appropriate behavior and helps with positive supports to help them sustain that behavior. She conducts monthly grade level assemblies with every grade and classroom guidance lessons in every classroom each month to provide specific lessons on making good choices, conflict resolution, self-esteem, and bucket filling. Anybody know what bucket filling is? All right, good elementary folks, we all know what bucket filling is. When you fill a bucket, you put something good into somebody's bucket. You don't want to dip out and take something bad. So our students have slips of paper that when something good happens, they can fill somebody's bucket and give them a good slip of paper to let them know what's really cool. She began our inaugural No Bullying Club at Barstow, where students are teaching other students how to make appropriate behavior choices. She coordinates our mentoring program with the community, where students are worked with in small groups by members of our community who come in to assist with raising their self-esteem and also making good choices. And the list could go on and on and on. As I thought about Natalie this morning, I'm like, I could say this, I could say this, I could say this, but I only have a few minutes, so I'm not going to say any more at this point. But she does a ton for our students and our staff, because she's also a counselor for our staff members also. Thank you, Natalie, for everything you do. You rock. Sharon Kenny is also a member of our inaugural staff at Barstow Elementary School and our 12-month secretary. She and I began working towards the opening of Barstow in the spring of 2008, when we both were also assigned at other schools. Sharon had opened Plum Point Middle and Huntingtown High School already, so I knew from the start that she was the best choice to help open Barstow, even though we didn't have a building for 5 months. But we worked through that. It was all good. Her strong organizational skills were apparent from the start and continued to be one of her greatest strengths. One of her main duties is to manage the finances of our school, which she does too according to top-notch standards. And she does so much more than that. Sharon can multitask, answer the phone, finish an email, greet a parent, collect papers from a student, answer one of my questions, answer a teacher's question, all at the same time. One of her other tasks also, and this is a really tough one, is to keep me straight, which is no easy duty. And as an example of that, last week I couldn't find my bank card after filling up at the gas machine, and I was here at a meeting, but I wasn't off task. I wasn't texting her during the meeting, but I asked Sharon to help me try to locate it, and she went to various places around the building to try to see if I'd left it somewhere, even under some of the cars in the parking lot, to see if I had dropped it. And it wasn't found there, but it was found. Sharon does a remarkable amount of stuff for our school. She's also on our social committee and loves spreading sunshine throughout our staff. She even sponsors after-school clubs and helps our students learn how to scrapbook. Congratulations, Sharon, on being the Employee of the Month, and thank you for everything you do.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Mutual Elementary School's principal, Lisa Wisniewski, and William Jacks and Rebecca Weibel.
Good afternoon, everyone. At Mutual every year we have a theme, and this year's theme is Keepers of the Light, to light the way as we move forward. They are all considered in our staff lighthouse keepers and the keepers of the life, and standing steadfast in this time of change, as we know, to keep forward and maintain our focus. So the two representatives here certainly are the keepers of the light, and I'd like to just share a couple of ways, as Ms. House said, not as many as I'd like to, but a few of the ways that they have held steadfast. We are very proud to recognize Mr. William Billy Jacks as our support person of the month. Mr. Jacks is known as a teaching leader of our building services team. He offers his expertise in the many trades of his position with patience and an understanding of individual employee needs. His efforts for continuous improvement are evidenced in our superior rating through the state inspection and the many compliments received regarding the physical appearance of our 39 years plus young building. While the work ethic and skills of Mr. Jacks are certainly commendable, his personal interactions with the children are most appreciated. I fondly recall walking into the cafeteria during an unannounced early dismissal day, seeing Mr. Jacks open milk cartons or squirting ketchup for our pre-K students who normally are not there. At other times, he's purchasing snacks for a student in need. His passion for children is evident as they come and tell me that Mr. Jacks attended my dance recital on Sunday, Miss Wiz, and they proudly display the new tennis shoes that he purchased for them in their time of need. Thank you, Mr. Jacks, for making a difference at Mutual Elementary School by loving your job, but most importantly, by loving our children. Miss Rebecca Wyville respectfully is recognized today as our Teacher of the Month. In her position as a first grade teacher, Miss Wyville has been a leader in the implementation of the Common Core state standards. She serves on the math leadership team, the school improvement team, the PBIS team, and she chairs our student efficacy committee. As a leader of our Relay for Life team, she has organized and managed several fundraising events, including our most popular Festival of Many Trees. Miss Wyville is a highly skilled and innovative educator who is known as, at Mutual as the teacher who always smiles. She's holding it back right now. Parents often share with me how they and their children feel valued and respected by her attention to individual student needs. Several parents have told me personally that they truly love Miss Wyville, who also attends dance recitals, and I think you were at the same one on that Sunday afternoon. Football and soccer games, award ceremonies, and recognitions for students that she previously worked with, or students who are not merely Mutual Elementary School students, but former Mutual Elementary School students. During the summer months, Ms. Wyville calls her former students, and the same occurs during school holidays or extended time when we're off for snow. She advocates for children who don't always play school well, which has included firm yet compassionate expectations, and she is capable of that even with that smile, through strategic planning and instruction, and most importantly, through relationship building. Thank you, Ms. Wyville, for your professional commitment and for making it personal.
Right about the smile.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Congratulations. That's what you did.
You've gotten a lot of honors. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That was very nice. Nicely put.
At this time, I'd like to introduce St. Leonard Elementary School's principal, Tony Chapman, along with Sandy Bowles and Nancy Owens. You know, each year when it's time for this special day, we select our people as a staff, and then one of my jobs is determining how we cover the classroom for that teacher or the support person's position if they need coverage. And this year I ended up in a very unique situation because the team of educators I have with me are a teaching team. So this stripped a whole kindergarten classroom, both the teacher and the assistant. This has never happened before, that actually a team of people would be selected by the staff. But it does show just how powerful they are as a team, that when the staff selected our employees of the month, they selected a team. Sandy Bowles is our professional educator of the month, and I first met, is a little loose term, Sandy, as she led a room full of teachers, administrators, and board members in the Tudita as St. Leonard Elementary's Teacher of the Year. And I was a brand new vice principal at Sunderland Elementary getting ready to introduce our Teacher of the Year. We always went after St. Leonard. And I had nothing, you know, to follow that with. And I learned the Tudita that night, which I didn't know. I was really in awe of this woman who could stand up in front of all these people and teach us the Tudita. And everyone did it. We all did, because
she's Mrs. Bowles, and we follow her lead. But that was nothing compared to once I moved to St. Leonard Elementary, getting to watch her teach. Sometimes leading kindergarten students is like herding cats. And Sandy's the master shepherd. She can do amazing things with her children. In addition to working with moving them toward independence in the classroom, she also directs them in becoming more independent and building their character so that they become great children and great people as we watch them go through the grades. Sandy also is the director extraordinaire of our musical theater club, and with 2 productions each year, she has her hands full. And there's nothing like going to the dress rehearsal on the night before, and I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, we're in trouble. And then the next night, it's amazing what those students do. So if you ever want a joyful experience, come to one of St. Leonard's Musical Theater Club performances. Sandy gives 100% of her time, her energy, and her love to her students every day, and we are so blessed to have her on our kindergarten team and our school team. Thank you, Sandy, for everything. And Sandy would be the first one to stand here and tell you that she could not do her job without Nancy Owens working alongside her. Nancy appears to most to be quiet and timid, but don't be fooled. That quiet, calm demeanor is just what is needed, but it's coupled with a fierce determination and a strong belief that with love and good teaching, all students learn and all students can be successful. She never gives up on a child. As a result, students leave this class in so much, with so many more skills than they walked in with. They have 2 adults who make learning challenging and fun. Mrs. Owens inspires her teammates to believe the very best in all children, and she does that for our whole staff. We appreciate all that she does for St. Leonard Elementary kindergarten students and all students in our school. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
And at this time, I'd like to introduce the principal of Calvert High School, Dr. Susan Johnson, along with Jessica Bright and Sharon Crutter.
Good afternoon. It's with great pleasure that I have Mrs. Kruder, our instructional assistant in the Media Center, and Mrs. Bright, a biology teacher at Calvert High School, with us today. I can't even begin to articulate all the wonderful things these 2 women do for us, but I'm going to try in a very short time. Mrs. Kruder is our instructional assistant in the Media Center, and as all of you know, we have a brand new building. Well, in moving the brand new building, it is moving an entire media center. And with the work of the media specialist, Mrs. Kruder has packed up and unpacked so many resources that our students use each and every day, and has really helped to make the atmosphere in the media center at the new school just a wonderful place to be. You can see her doing so many things on every day, from checking out books to organizing materials, but probably what's most important is that Mrs. Kruder has a unique way with the students at Calvert High School. She's able to work with students to encourage them. She helps them when they're working on the computers. She works with them to help challenge them to find a deeper meaning of the resources that they're using, and that they're using resources appropriately and to their benefit within the classroom. So it's so important what she does. She works so closely with the media specialist that media center is one of the most wonderful places to be at Calvert High School, and I can't thank her enough for all the work that she does for us at Calvert High. Congratulations, Sharon. And Mrs. Bright is a biology teacher at Calvert High School, and she has been with us a short time. I think she's working on 5 or 6 years at Calvert High School, and she came to us in a different way than most teachers. She actually came to us as a long-term sub and actually was hired to be a biology teacher at Calvert High School. But when you go into the classroom, it is all about student learning that's happening in that classroom. And Mrs. Bright is all about relationships, and she works with each student on an individual level. And it's very interesting to watch because each student feels like she's always talking with them. And it doesn't matter what's going on in the student's life that day, she connects with them so that she's able to get them to learn the material, but they appreciate that. And that's not to say she doesn't have challenging students, and she doesn't have students that don't want to learn on any particular day, but she really works hard in order to get those kids to learn each and every day. She has been integral in the co-teaching experience at Calvert High School. She has worked with a co-teacher, and she's always looking to refine her craft. She works with the biology team. They look at data, they look at their instructional practices, and they make changes as they need to. And she's always trying to work to ensure that she's keeping up in the best way professionally so that she's able to service our students. And for those reasons, Mrs. Bright is our Employee of the Month for Calvert High School. It's not anything else that we can say about these two women that don't represent what Calvert High School is all about, and we appreciate what they do so much. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Miss Maxey, do we have cookies? We have cookies. Yes, and whenever everybody would like, also Karen needs to take your pictures, so please don't skedaddle too fast and start along, and please enjoy the cookies and water.
I'd like to just say a few things. This is why Calvert County school system is a good school system. It's because of the kind of teaching staff and support staff that we have. That makes the system. People who really have the heart and the desire to do good things for kids. And this board wants you to know that we do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.